Brandon Gibson Jr. and Blake Gibson. Row 3, Bubba Gibson and Billy Gibson Jr. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Already 4 wide down the front stretch. So we go into turn number 1. Dalton Smith going to lead down the back stretch. Brandon Gibson Jr. in second. So Smith out front. Brandon Gibson in second. Bubba Gibson in third. Blake Gibson fourth. So here we go. Dalton Smith out front in that beautiful white machine. Brandon Gibson Jr. second. Bubba Gibson now going to look under him as they go into turn number 1. Bubba on the bottom. Brandon on the outside. Again, Dalton Smith still your leader side by side. Bubba Gibson inching ahead of Brandon Gibson as they go into turns 1 and 2. Problems for the 13 machine of Blake Gibson. Blake Gibson going to be slow off of turn number 2. Car still moving. We'll see if he can get off the racetrack. And it looks like the 13 machine of Gibson going to get off the racetrack. We're going to stay green. So problems for the 14 machine. Kevin Stamper has Dalton Smith going to put a lap on him as they complete lap number 6. Still Dalton Smith, your leader. Problems for Clint Freeman in the 43 machine as he slowed down the front stretch, losing ground. Up front, though, Bubba Gibson underneath of Dalton Smith, side by side at the line. It's still Dalton Smith, your leader, but your top 2 cars right together. Your top 2 cars side by side. Bubba Gibson going to lead that lap. Dalton Smith back to second position. So Bubba Gibson, your leader. Dalton Smith not giving up as he fights back on the outside as they head to turn 3. Top 2 cars still side by side. Some traffic right in front of them. Bubba Gibson going underneath the lap car. Dalton Smith going to the outside. They make a sandwich at Jeff Allen. Bubba slides up the racetrack, gets a little sideways. Dalton Smith going to lead that lap. Still your top 2 cars with a great battle. Meanwhile, back in 4th spot, Billy Gibson Jr. having some problems. So your 4th place running machine of Billy Gibson slowing off of turn number 4. Your 2 leaders side by side, and the caution is going to come out. So those 2 cars have run side by side. Green flag's going to wave. So Bubba Gibson out front. Dalton Smith second. Hammond putting some pressure on Brandon Gibson for 3rd. Brandon Stevens holding on to 5th spot. Clint Freeman and Ashley Logan been running side by side for 6th for quite a while now. White flag in the air for Bubba Gibson. Dalton Smith looks underneath him, not going to make it happen off of turn 2. Final time through 3 and 4. Bubba Gibson going to take the checkered flag. Dalton Smith comes home second. Brandon Gibson Jr. in 3rd. Hammond in 4th, and Brandon Stevens in 5th spot.